Alright guys, I'm here playing with the HP TouchSmart IQ506T. It's really fun to play with and it's fantastic. Pretty much what it is a 22-inch monitor right up on the front, but it's touchscreen. And it's not touchscreen the one where you have to push. It's sort of like on the iPhone where you can just, touch it with your finger and it'll go to whatever you click on. So it's really cool. Before I actually go into the demo, which is probably the cool part, let's just let me talk to you about the specs because they're pretty impressive, I'd have to say. And the thing definitely runs very fast, especially for this really graphically intense interface that you get on the software that comes with it, which is called TouchSmart. So let's start off with the operating system. This thing runs on Vista 64-bit Premium with SP1 loaded on there. So very fast. I have a feeling, I'm not 100% sure and I can't confirm this, but I think this application must be in 64-bit because it runs so fast on this computer. It's really, really cool. I mean, if you can see the graphic interfacing, it doesn't lag. You can flick or you can just scroll. Very cool, very fast. On top of the Home Premium, you also get a Core 2 Duo. It's a T5850, which is a 2.16 gigahertz processor. Very fast, surprisingly fast on this thing. This thing is very quick. It also comes with 4 gigs of DDR2, which is very nice to make sure you're not going to run out of memory when you're running those graphically intense programs on Vista Home Premium. You also get GeForce 9300M mobile graphics on board, so you have discrete graphics on board. Those are from a laptop, but they fit it into this since size is obviously concerned. This thing is very slim. You'll see how slim it is in a second when I show you the walk around. On top of what I've mentioned so far, you get a 500 gig SATA 2 hard drive, 3 gigabit per second, 7200 RPM. You get Wi-Fi, and not just any Wi-Fi, you get end-draft wireless, which is very nice. So you do have your multiple in, multiple out, 300 megabit per second throughput, etc., etc. Great for home networking, great for a media center if you have a remote storage somewhere, network attached storage. It's great for that. You can Wi-Fi at 300 megabits per second, your connection, your media or whatever. So that's very useful. On top of that, you get Bluetooth, so you can link it with your phones or any other devices you might have, maybe mouses or remote controls. And then on top of that, you get 2 other things that I like a lot. Obviously a DVD burner, and most importantly, one of my favorites for this thing, I think it's what really makes the whole package come together, the TV tuner, which does ATSC, NTSC. It's analog, and it will take the signal right off of your cable, and it's got the TV tuner built into the back. So let me do a quick walk around. Let me just show you all the stuff on here. I mentioned earlier about the Bluetooth and using a mouse. Well, you don't need one because it does come with a mouse. So see if you can see that nice little mouse. And another cool thing, it does have a keyboard. You don't need to touch everything. It does come with a very, 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 very slender little thin keyboard, which is very nice, types very well, and looks very elegant as well. So let me go show you the outside of it before I get into the demo of the user interface, which is where it gets really cool and interesting. All right, starting off from the top, as you see, this is a very good place for your power button. It's very convenient. You can just reach around the side and tap it there. So you start with your power. You got nothing all the way down until you get here. This is your hard disk drive activity light. If for any reason you would need to look at that, know if your hard drive is doing anything, that's where you can tell. You have your volume buttons are right here. This thing has great onboard speakers. They're actually quite loud and they're very clear, very high fidelity, I might add. I was listening to music on here and I was very surprised at how good the quality of the small speaker bar at the bottom is. If you keep moving down, obviously that's just a mute button, so if you don't want to go up or down, you just want to mute it right away, you have that. And then you have, of course, your media card reader, which is very popular nowadays. It'll do SD and MMC and SDHC and MS Pros, and pretty much all the cards that are out there that are pretty popular for your cameras are going to be able to be read on this card reader. And then the last thing you have there is a very small 4-pin FireWire connection, so that's very cool. Let me move it along to the other side. Starting over here at the top, this is your dimness, your dimmer switch, so you can up and down the dim on the monitor. As you can see on the table over there, it's getting brighter and brighter and coming down. And ironically enough, this controls also a light down here for your keyboard. So what that light does is, illuminate your keyboard at night. You don't have to have good vision or a backlit keyboard. It's got this really cool little light. It's very nice. It's ambient, so it's a little light right there, and that's what controls it. Moving down the line, you get 2 USB 2.0s, and then of course your microphone and your headphone jacks are right there. Now, this is where things are going to get interesting. Take a look right here. You probably don't see it, but if you pull this panel off, here's where the serious connectivity goes. Alright, and starting off from over here on the top, you get 3 USB 2.0 ports, so those are very handy. You get an Ethernet cable, which is 10100 1000, so very nice. Gigabit Ethernet on board in case you don't want to use the end-draft wireless. You get the coaxial SP output, so this will take one cable to your surround sound system. You also get a stereo output. This is your coax input, so this is where you can put in your cable to use the TV tuner on this, which will act as a personal video recorder. You can schedule it to record shows, you can watch guides. Very, very useful, great onboard software as well. This is an S-Video, so this is the input from an older video camera directly on here, so it does do video capture. You don't need to buy a separate card. It's pretty much got everything you're going to need to do that type of work on board. You get your audio in, which is the 3.5 millimeter, and then last thing over here is your infrared receiver. This is actually where you can plug in infrared receivers for miscellaneous remote controls or anything that you want to use consumer grade IR for. This thing is so well designed that I actually missed something. This is your DVD, so it's slimline. It's not a tray. You just slip it in, and it's not just a DVD player. Of course, it's a burner, and it will do just about every type of media you can throw at it. Plus Rs, minus Rs, RWs, RAMs, ROMs. It will do them all. So very cool, very slim, nice looking DVD. Now, if you look at the front, right up here at the top, here you see the webcam, which is right there, and as well, you also have stereo mics on the right and left, which are barely visible. Even the webcam is barely visible. You're seeing it now because we cranked up the gain on the camera to show you, but when it's dim, you do not even know that it's there. It's very subtle, very elegant, keeps the lines clean. Now let me show you the interface. Let's get to the pretty stuff. Now what you're seeing is Vista, but what's special about this is the program that it comes with. It's called TouchSmart. It's very simple to use, and it's pretty. Take a look at that. Pretty much it's just a bunch of tiles, and up here are big tiles with all your favorites, and then down here are all the other ones, the small ones. Now you can scroll on this thing and you can flick if you want, so you're pretty much open to do whatever you want. If you want to add something from here up to your favorites, you just drag it and you're done. And let me really quickly show you, let's see, the photo suite. Let's try the photo suite. Very cool, very easy to use, very simple and very powerful. It's great if you might not know exactly what you're doing, or you know, the more common things of sharing photos on the internet or editing photos, cropping them. It makes it very simple because it's visual. It's right in front of your face. Check this out. Let's do a slideshow. One button. It's done. There's nothing hard about this. It's very simple. You can even put music to the background with almost no effort at all. You want to look at all your pictures? There they are. Boom. You want to upload them to the internet? You upload photos. It brings this up. You just tap the ones that you want to upload. You put in your password for Snapfish. You hit upload, and boom, they're on the net. You can attach them to your website, your blog. Very simple, very easy to use. Great for grandma, great for mom. Let me show you, let's see what else I can show you. Notes. Notes is a good way to demonstrate the touchscreen. I mean, it's simple. You can just make whatever picture you want it, and you know, draw on it. You can make it a little thicker. Boom, you know, it's super easy to use, very helpful. Let me show you music too. Music is really cool because it shows you all your album covers. It shows you everything sorted by song, genre, artist. You can actually choose how you want to see all the information presented to you. And you know, album covers, if you want to do actual songs, let's say you want to make a playlist. I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. Or you can do add to list, and you can just tap on them, and there's your party. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing a playlist. It just literally adds them. You're done. Now you have a playlist. You can save the playlist or you can clear it. Very simple. Home always gets you back. That'll look pretty familiar to you. So very useful. Another thing I want to kind of talk to you about is when you're not here, what you can do with this. Check out how Firefox works. If I want to bring up my Firefox and you want to make it bigger, boom, touchscreen. That's how it works. And there's gestures on this thing too. Let's say you want to move forward or backwards. You just, that's forward, that's forward, that's forward, and then back. You just flick back and it takes you back. Very cool, very easy to zoom, move in, move out. It's fantastic for that. You can watch TV if you don't have a TV in the kitchen. If not, it's a great computer for everything else. The TouchSmart thing is kind of a bonus. It's not very expensive to get the extra TouchSmart or the all-in-one package. What you are getting is a very powerful computer with good graphics, lots of memory, a great operating system, a TV tuner, Wi-Fi, a DVD burner. It's got everything you want. It comes with the keyboard and mouse, which when you're not using, they made it so it'll slide underneath here. Very elegant, very simple. Awesome, awesome, cool product. I'm gonna go play with this for the rest of the day. Now, as usual, if you have any questions, go ahead and email me at the email below. I will see you guys next time. For more information on the HP TouchSmart IQ506, go to compusa.com and type in H25-IQ506 into the search box. Or you can call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-800-COMPUSA.